This is why these guys came to these schools, to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are straight and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense been back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Okay, ready? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Easy. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. But to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
The Seminoles looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
All back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Easy. Offense looking to throw the ball. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we are scoreless.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after cutting away to 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can.
Fired into the tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown for the U. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. He slings this one deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Noles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
Second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's
aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, here it's just pick your poison for this defense. Are you going to let the quarterback or the running back hurt you? They take the quarterback away, but nobody's there to stop the running back on the option pitch, and he makes them pay.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get Bryant set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And there's the handoff. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver makes the grab. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that completion. The shotgun handoff here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. The short completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Hard running there, breaking tackles. He just steps out of bounds. A takeaway to wrap up this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Miami. And they go in front here in the second half. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And in first down, they go right back to him. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The linebacker shifting around now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds his man, has the first down. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now they run the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
42 Spider.
From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Okay.
Offense on the field. It's 4th down and 9.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Flip it. Roll it. Grip it. Ready.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Tries to get it to the running back. And this pass is on target. Caught. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Florida State 17.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Looking to throw yet again. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Testing the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Toss play to the outside. He shreds the tackle. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the 4th quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes pick up enough to get a first down there. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Canes. This offense really clicking. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Gets the first and still running. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 1st down. There's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Quarterback roughed up. Let's hope he's okay. Automatic 1st down coming.
On the set. 3:25.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Miami.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback will take a knee. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. You'll call for the fair catch here. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. But let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you